welcome everyone. I want to welcome everyone to the post Thanksgiving slash Black Friday edition of Brothers Vent 2. Of course, it's me, Swift Knight, here to bring in any issues that T may have, because I ain't going. I'm drinking on water, coming to you from Houston, Texas.
Yeah, it's your boy T out here in the A, holding it down. Andre T1000. I heard my boy was getting a lot of slander tonight, so Andre T1000. And I ain't drinking on nothing tonight, man. I'm fresh off the road. Y'all gonna have to carry it tonight, man.
What up, boy? Sitting by the fireplace in the back town tonight, sipping on a little.
I called it. I literally just said, watch this nigga come on this Barry White filter talking about, I called it, bro.
Boy, y'all wild.
Luther Crow Ross in this bit.
Corey, you can go ahead. Boy, I tell you that.
Let it snow.
Boy, CJB here from Atlanta. I'm chilling, man. Yeah, I gotta carry it tonight, like T said.
I don't know what's the deal going on with these other gentlemen, but like always, I am your conscience. I am here to say the things that you can't say because you too goddamn scared to say it. I've been on hiatus, been doing a lot of work. Let's get into the topics tonight, gentlemen. Salute.
What's going on, people? I'm fresh off a 1,500 word paper that I just pressed save on. So it's a celebration. Got some crown and some sweet tea tonight. My jaw's feeling better. Let's get to it.
Okay. I don't think Jay Ward gonna be with us tonight. I think he either traveling or doing something. I don't know. I gotta get that guy to reach to him. But once again, I want to say welcome to CJB. He back from honeymoon. And this is the perfect transition to what we're talking about now, right? So, of course, in the Black culture period on social media, you always see this phrase, happy wife, happy life. Did that originate in the religion?
Damn, you just gonna hit him with that right off the top, bro.
Right off the top.
Damn.
Right off the top. So
that nigga ain't got no respect.
My black brothers, how do y'all feel about happy wife, happy life? And instead, should it be happy spouse, happy house instead of happy wife, happy life?
I think the married bro should start off answering this first.
Oh. Let me put my headphones on, y'all.
He gonna be late for his own funeral, bro.
Y'all
we gotta get it together.
Swift know what he be doing, man. He be trying to get the married bros in trouble, man.
You know what's funny about that? Shout out to Pastor Howard Highlands. He was the officiant of my ceremony.
Howard, a pastor?
Yeah, got his own church and everything.
What?
That's my trait.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, for real. Y'all listen to him on Facebook sometimes. He got some dope sermons. But anyway, he pretty much dropped that in, in his spiel before the ceremony was over. He pretty much said, happy spouse, happy house. And he was adamant about that. So it's really like, I feel like the happy wife, happy life aspect basically means that your wife's happiness supersedes yours. So meanwhile, you doing whatever to keep her happy and you're miserable as hell because she's not doing the same for you. So it really is happy spouse, happy house. Like your happiness as a man should be just as important as your wife. If it's not, then y'all not gonna make it because you're going to be drained from making her happy all the time. She's not doing the same for you, and you're gonna set up your marriage for failure. So that's real.
So why don't we celebrate men's happiness as much as the woman's happiness? Like, why is that a thing in today's society? Because you see it all the time: happy wife, happy life.
Go back.
Sound good.
Go back to episode 2. Go back to episode 3. 6, 7. We talk about this every episode. Nobody cares about the man. You know what I'm saying? Cry your tears in the car. Man up, nigga. All that good stuff. So that's why you don't never hear about it. But I ain't ready to elaborate on it, man. Go ahead, LB.
Go ahead, Ron.
All right. So in this age of, men being more vocal, men asking for stuff that they really want, it comes with this territory. There's a lot of men that have been conditioned to go to work, pay bills, come home, fix stuff around the house, and die. That is it. He ain't supposed to be happy. He's supposed to make sure his family is good, but nobody's taking care of him. Everybody thinks giving the man a big piece of chicken means that he's happy. But when it comes to find out, there's a lot of men that sit in the car when they get to the house because they don't want to go in. There's a lot of men who, a lot of people don't really care about them being happy as long as they bringing the money home, as long as the bills paid, as long as the car's running, as long as there's gas in the vehicles, as long as the house ain't falling apart. Nobody really cares what the man thinks. It's kind of in that same vein about Mother's Day versus Father's Day. I know that's a different topic, but it's along the same vein of everybody goes all out for the mothers, but when Father's Day comes around, you kind of get the, here's some socks, go barbecue for Father's Day. It's the same thing. And so I think when more men become vocal saying, I'm not happy, you need to make sure I'm happy just like I'm making sure you're happy. I think that's when this all came about, because we're starting to realize we deserve to be happy as well and not just be the person that's just holding the family up while we're suffering. And so I think this came about because men are being more vocal about how they're feeling, which is a good thing. You should care about your happiness and not just care about being the provider and making sure everybody else is okay. Everybody should be making sure you're okay also. And so in a lot of houses, if the mom or the wife is having a bad day, the whole house is having a bad day. When the man's having a bad day, they tell him to go somewhere. And so it's got to be equal, man. We got to give both people that same respect. And I think more men are starting to recognize that and starting to demand that respect.
So let me read this comment real quick. Kristen, my esthetician. Shout out to O'Leary Spa. Get my skin right. I think people have the understanding of the happy wife, happy life thing. It really means that women reciprocate whatever you give. So as long as you're pouring into her, she will keep reciprocating and multiplying on that love. What y'all think?
Once again, it's about the love.
What?
Once again.
Cap.
Man, say it with your chest, Rob. Tell her she capping.
So what you think?
Big cap.
What you think?
Speak on it, Rob. Speak on it. I'm trying to let the mayor
cap
speak
because
for
so a man that's consistently making sure his woman is okay, a lot of women feel like they don't have to do anything. And so we've talked about, this applying pressure. That's a topic that people are talking about now, the man applying pressure. And so what happens is when the man is making sure the woman is okay, that doesn't necessarily mean that the woman is going to make sure the man is okay. Because the person that's a taker is just going to keep taking. You have a lot of people that just take, they don't give. And so this assumption that if you make sure the woman's okay, she's going to make sure you're okay. How can she make sure you're okay if you're not saying what you need? Or how can she make sure you're okay if she doesn't care about what you need because you're just taking care of her? And so this assumption that, I've seen people say, whatever you give a woman, she's going to make it better. Not necessarily. That's not always true. And so this is just this assumption that everything woman is good and everything man is bad. I think we got to get out of that because that's not true.
Okay, I'm gonna continue with the mayor, bro. Go ahead, E.
Well, let me also address this statement, right? So first off, before I get started, let me say this. Me and my partner, we are partners. Like we don't necessarily like operate in that type of hierarchy to where the man supposed to do this, the woman supposed to do this type thing. We don't necessarily rock like that. It's like shit. Everybody is a responsible adult, and that's how that's how it should be. You know what I'm saying? I can't come half stepping, and neither can she. We rock like that. That's what it is. So to respond to Christian's statement, I think that is a load of BS because a couple of episodes ago, y'all were just asking, is the honeys on IG winning? And they be getting all types of money and quote unquote love from these rich niggas, but all they do is just take. They don't give nothing back, nothing but punani. And you know what I'm saying? Half the time it don't even be worth it. These niggas out here be paying $50,000 a month for a subpar box or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Laura Harvey out here flexed up. I'm just saying. So, like, we being real. Like, Laura Harvey out here flexed up. But I do believe that do what works for you. You know what I'm saying? That's because I do understand that some dudes got an ego to where, like, you know what I'm saying, they feel like, oh yeah, if I pay all the bills, that makes me like this big man. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. But at the same time, like, you know, them people just stupid, in my honest opinion. Fuck them. But yeah, that shit's stupid. I really think it's more so if both people are happy. But at the same time, I don't think people should get in relationships if they not happy with themselves. Like, you gotta like get your own shit together, be happy with and content with yourself. Otherwise, you're gonna end up projecting that same unhappiness onto your partner or whoever that you supposed to be fooling with. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't gonna lead to nothing but a toxic relationship that's gonna spiral either to jail or down the toilet. So, you know what I'm saying? That's just my piece on that. You feel me?
Yeah, let me go to the comments before I go to Crow. Ain't too many comments on this topic. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what you do to satisfy or make that person happy. Folks still gonna do what they want to do. I saw one other. Your happiness is not dependent on your spouse. And Preston came in begging. I don't blame him. It was
Get off my tray, bro.
I saw one other comment up. There we go. The problem is you need a helpmate, and most people want a sponsor. They want those social media relationships. They see they can post their trips and everything else. Want the man to pay for everything. Go ahead, Crow.
Social media is a drug.
He really touched on it when he said it depends on being happy with yourself and when you first starting off, and then also growing. We talk about that a lot as you age, as kids are born, as the house grow, as finances change. You all both have to mature with that change, and that house will stay happy. You know what I'm saying? That home will stay happy. That apartment will stay happy. If that communication is open. So that will lead to that happy house situation. I think when there's a disconnect between either a partner, then that's when you have that's when you start to have cracks in the foundation. And so then there's a lot of room for disconnect along the way. So I think it's truly is happy. You need to make sure there's joy within yourself. Y'all need to do I think all partners need to do a self-check as far as with their other partner. Like, are you really truly happy with yourself? Maybe doing that a quarterly check, like, honestly, because I hear a lot of people saying that they're happy in relationships, but their spouse is not really checking in until maybe birthdays or Christmas or Valentine's Day, you know, or when the shit hit the fan and you got to go to therapy. You know what I'm saying? I think honestly, all married couples, I'm do a quarterly check-in, a 3-month check-in, like, baby, have you changed? What do you like? Do this shit give you gas now? Do I need to stop cooking this? Those type of check-ins will keep the house happy. But outside of that, once I feel like each person has joy within themselves and come together, hey, the house will work itself out. And shout out to my boy Heavy Chevy. USM days, baby. Let's go.
Scooby made a good point, and he just damn retarded. Scooby said you can't sit for a family dinner if you both got broken plates. And
there you go. Foundation.
That sums it up. And Eagle come in and say, well, get paper plates, but shut your ass up. T, you want to jump in and get comments, or you trying to get yourself together before we go to the next one? Any final comments on this one?
I think that's
niggas better grow some nuts.
I think that's it.
Men, if you're unhappy, say something.
And
Nuts.
And speaking of saying something, let's get into it. It doesn't even matter. So we have those situations, right, where a man may tell a woman everything he wants to do and does not want to do, especially when it comes to being in a relationship. So they having a good time, they vibing, but he told her from the onset, he don't want to be in a relationship. But that woman still try to change that man's mind and try to get him to be in a relationship. Have y'all seen before? Have you ever been in a situation where you told a woman from the start, look, I'm not looking to be with nobody. It's not gonna happen. And she got mad down the line and still try to be with you and claim a relationship? I see y'all nod.
Listen, bro. Listen. Once a black woman had made up her mind, it ain't no changing that shit, bro. It really ain't. Not until it benefits her. You know what I'm saying? Like
my homegirl broke this down to me some years ago, and she pretty much said that if that woman likes you, she's just gonna take that what you're saying as she need to try harder. As weird as it is, and it made perfect sense to me, because if you a man and you pretty much said that early on, you did your part, you did everything you need to do. Like you cleared your conscience, you pretty much set the tone. So pretty much everything that happens out after you made those comments is not your fault. Now, as a man, you have to, if she, some people are going to actually pack up and leave when you say, I don't want a relationship. Some women are going to pack up and leave. But again, some women, if they truly like you, they're going to continue to try harder. People don't want to admit that, but that's true. Like you always hear on social media, people say niggas be leading people on. I don't believe that. And I believe some men do, but most of the time, that man gave you every sign there is to say that I don't want a relationship. And you basically took it and ran with it.
that's the thing we be talking about. That accountability they be dodging.
But let me ask you, so you said about leading on. So a man tell a woman he don't want to be with her, right? But they still go on dates. They still, doing everything that couples do. That still don't matter. It shouldn't be any behaviors that's off limits. If you
who badass dog did he?
All right, who got a little Fido in the background?
Right. T-ass.
No, that Corey.
Oh, Corey.
Yeah, got one of them little shit eaters at the house.
That's
one of those dogs that be barking for no fucking reason.
I like to call them sinus problem dogs, man. Them dogs always sneezing for no reason.
Yeah, little shit.
Now talk to me, Rob. What you go through? Go ahead.
And so after my divorce in 2009, I kind of went on a chill. I just wanted to reset myself, figure out what was going on. And I was super honest. I don't want to do the relationship thing at this point, just trying to figure out what was what. And during that time frame, I had a woman that broke into my apartment, and I had to call the cops on her, get a restraining order. I had another woman that ended up crying on my steps. And mind you, I'm single at this point.
Bold to niggas.
And so with me saying, I'm just trying to work myself back from my divorce, just figure out what I want to do. They literally thought that meant try harder, regardless of what I was saying, regardless of what I said, regardless of, how many times I said it, how many ways I put it. But so the issue is not their reaction to you. The issue is when they take it to another level and try to repaint what you did as something else. And so that's the issue. They try to mess up your character.
Like,
for instance, how when you can tell when a woman is going through something with a dude that she's not in a relationship with, she starts posting all these ambiguous memes and gifts and statuses and stuff like that. That's what started happening to me. And so I think more than anything, a woman is not accustomed to a dude being straight up, 100 with her, letting her know he doesn't want anything with her, but also treating her with respect. a woman's not accustomed to a dude saying, you know, I don't want to be in a relationship with you, but I'm not gonna dog you out either. Because,
Right.
you know, as you get older, you're not trying to really, you know, treat people like trash because you've gotten older. You recognize, you know, you got to treat everybody with respect. And so most women take you treating them with respect, but not wanting to be with them as you telling them you want to be with them through action and not through words.
Ooh.
And so you have to be able to, as adults, men and women, because I know a lot of dudes fall into this situation too, where the woman's saying, you know, I'm just chilling right now, and the dude feels like that means he needs to apply more pressure.
Mhm.
You know, what you need to do is literally take it for face value and just flow with it until the flow stops on either end. And then once the flow stops, you know, that's the L for you, or it shouldn't be an L. You know, you all separate amicably and move on. But I just have an issue when I see people who I know were not in a relationship, and then the situation sours, and I see one person painted as something that is not, when I know for sure that it's not what they're painted as. And I think that's a maturity thing. I think that's an ego thing, because with above anything, no one wants to be turned down, whether it's a situationship or whether it's a relationship.
Right.
A lot of women have issues not being that person. A
It's
lot
serious.
of women.
Before you
A
go,
lot of them.
before you go, you can go to the comments real quick.
Hold on, this is a serious question before you go to the comments. So, Rob, was she in their house? Like when you got home, she was there, like waiting on you.
She was in my apartment cooking dinner like she stayed there. She had broken into my spot.
Ooh, that
Thin
Rob
line
probably
between love
fine.
and hate shit.
Right?
Y'all remember that scene from that movie?
That's that shit. Like what you said, obsessed, like with the white
No,
girl and Beyonce.
thin line between love and hate. That's
Yeah,
Rob
she was there cooking.
Yeah, it was very
Rob-
frightening, man.
Did you eat?
Did the food taste good?
Yeah, that was about that. Like, you eat that shit.
Hold on.
I left. I went back downstairs and I called the cops because, mind you, it's a gated area. It's a gated apartment.
Man, I would have hauled ass. I ain't gonna lie to you.
My last question, was it spaghetti?
That's a very good question. That's valid.
Hold on, let me go.
I have to tell y'all about this, man. Off air. Man.
Oh, okay.
Queen,
We got
her
you.
trying to force a relationship will only get her severely hurt in the end. Erica, I tried it, didn't work. When he tells you that, believe it. LaTerrence, women hold the key to sex, men hold the keys to relationship and marriages. Erica, again, she either gonna leave or hang around or deal with it. Miss Bell, don't ever try to change a man's mind about being in a relationship. If he said he didn't want one, he meant that, sis. Just move on.
Damn. Rob, you should have crowned her ass with that frying pan. She'll never
Hold on, I got a couple.
ain't for abusing women, but goddamn.
Arabian. I hope I'm saying it right. Crown a man porch for what, sis? You better get over it and know another man that's willing to be your companion. Absolutely. Let me scroll down before we go to E. I don't want a relationship equals no cooked meals, no financial help, no pillow talk, no sleep. What? You only get tail and moist towelette, lay the ground rules. I kind of get what she's saying. And Miss Bell, again, regardless of what a man does, women have to have sense for themselves. If what he offers doesn't match what you're looking for, cut that shit off and move on, sis. Absolutely. Go ahead, E.
Man, listen, bro. Straight off the motherfucking press. If they give you the signs, stop ignoring them. For real. Like, motherfuckers be going straight Ray Charles and Helen Keller. They don't hear us see shit. And it be right there in front of them. So, like, I'm really baffled because it's really kind of hard to, like, say who's to blame, because, you know what I'm saying, I understand the heart wants what the heart wants. But at the same time, like, how stupid can you be? Don't answer that. That's a rhetorical question. But I'm just saying, like, that is like literally some of the dumbest shit that gets justified that I've ever heard when it comes to, like, you know what I'm saying, dating and the dynamics of dating. How motherfuckers just can't get over somebody, or they just want to, you know, like, oh, well, maybe he can change. That sentiment right there is like a fucking, You like, when somebody getting on your last nerves, but you want to keep pushing the issue. That's exactly where that thought sit at right there. With some women though, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like they believe that they lied to themselves as like a defense mechanism to be like, okay, well maybe it's not me, it's him that's doing this. And that's what they have to tell themselves to keep going, but they not realizing that they lowering their standards to put up with that type of shit that happens afterwards. So now you in the whole situation shit with a nigga that's telling you he already didn't want to deal with you, but you still giving him the box, you still you know what I'm saying, putting gas in his nigga car, buying him weed, whatever, you know what I'm saying, whatever the case may be. And yet you be like, you know how they say, like, yeah, you might have his, I don't know, you might have his money, but I got his heart or some shit like that. You know, women be making up them crazy ass sayings and shit like that. I think that's what they do to like kind of like justify that shit when they have like low self-esteem. That's my honest opinion as far as like why they still do that shit. Does that make sense?
I kind of get what you're saying. So what you're
Ego,
saying,
man.
women, in your words, women justify their actions as, oh, he's saying he don't want a relationship, but I know who I am. I know what I offer, so I'm gonna make him want to be in a relationship with me.
That's the word. Thank you, Kia. Delusional. That's what the fuck it is. That's what I'm trying to explain. Delusion. Thank you, Kia Monique Jones. Appreciate it. You hit the nail on the head.
Okay.
That's what it is. Women be fucking delusional
I
because
think a lot of people
I told
have. They don't
Go
have.
ahead, go
They
ahead.
have. A lot of people have issues not taking the situation for what it is. That's in a relationship, a situationship, a marriage, whatever. Like, take it for what it is, not what you want it to be. Take it for how it is, right there. Don't try to make it into something else. Take it for the face value. Just like you see $1, it's $1. Don't try to make it into $10. I see a lot of people do that.
Yeah, and it's just like what Arabian just said. Hold up. She had just said, let me scroll back up to a comment. Goddamn. She said, I don't think it's low self-esteem, but they're trying to fill a void. A void from where? Like a past relationship? Sound like you don't need to be dating if you're not over your past. You know what I'm saying? That's something that you gotta do. It's like I was saying, like if you're not happy with yourself, you know what I'm saying, you don't need to be dating nobody else because you ain't gonna do nothing but make the situation toxic. You feel me? Take shit for what it is at face value. Everything supposed to be like, you know what I'm saying, taken with a grain of salt. You know what I'm saying? You can have your doubts and shit or whatever. Don't be no fool. Don't be, you know what I'm saying, led on by a motherfucker. But like shit, at the same time, you gotta take accountability for your own actions.
Nicholas said, times change. It seems like the goalposts get moved from what most men were traditionally raised to look for in a woman. And likewise, for women, want something in a man. The best thing anyone can do is be honest up front, and we all know things change. I agree. T, you've been back and forth with your technical issues, and you work well. Okay, go ahead.
Listen, I
That
got
nigga
that.
Comb interfering with his Wi-Fi.
I got that J Ward Wi-Fi tonight, man. For real. Nah, I think I
Who
just
getting
think
their ass whooped in the background?
that's Rod with all them kids. But nah, I mean I don't get why like a lot of women get flack for like dating around and all that stuff, and then nobody really tell them the truth. Like, hey, you should date around. Like I encourage all women to date around because people, if the man don't solidify and say that you are in a relationship, that you his old lady or something like that, live your life, man. Don't try to not even force it, because it ain't even really about you forcing it. It's just about you being like E said, delusional. Don't rest your laurels on, what I'm saying, trying to change a man perspective or change a
The
man
fuck is
like
a Laurel?
look it up, fool.
Bitch, I go to Google right now.
Yeah, look it up. But nah, I just think that, at the end of the day, nobody can, try to tell you how you should feel about yourself or label you as a hoe or something for dating around or like Lori Harvey and stuff like that, because like I said, a lot of women will cut off potential mates because they don't want to date different guys in a certain time period. You know what I'm saying? So, because if the man never says you are his old lady, then you have no obligation to that man at all. You know what I'm saying? So trying to change a nigga mind about a relationship, like, it's not gonna happen, because if he wants you, he wants you. And men are territorial. We gonna let you know straight up how we feel about you. And that's where a lot of just hard times come between people in a relationship, man. Cause it's like, dang, I'm doing all this for this guy, and then at the end of the day, he don't want to, be in a committed relationship with me. And all the time, he probably just trying to smash. And you smash it too. Everybody just, like, hey, enjoy it while it lasts, man. But don't put your ass on it.
Hold on, that's why I get this comment up. Shanique said, "Oh, it has nothing to do with self-esteem. It has to do with that sexual pleasure for some." So what you're saying is he putting it down so good that you have no choice but try to make this man your one and only. Like,
You are dick whipped, honey.
that's right.
You're whipped. That is called being whipped. It's okay. It happens. You know what I'm saying? It's real out here in the field.
That's what
Some niggas get box whipped. You know what I'm saying? Just keeping it a buck.
just don't break
It happens.
Start cooking.
Right, because I can guarantee you, Shorty that probably broke in Rob crib probably had that grade A. She doing that. But luckily, Rob thought smarter.
Hold on, no. That means that means that my LB had that grade A. What you talking about, boy? Put some respect on 04.
First of all, he was putting up with it. Guilty. Guilty.
On 04.
Guilty.
Respect on 2004.
Guilty. He allowed it to happen. I bet he went back after he called the police. Got quiet.
Man, no.
Go ahead.
Can't mess with the money, man. Messing with the money.
Go ahead, Corey.
You gotta drop back one time. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I already spoke on it.
I'm Crow. My bad, Crow.
Okay. Y'all know I've had my fair share of throughout my lifetime telling a lot of women, young ladies, that I don't want a relationship, that I don't want to be in a relationship. And a lot of that shit has led to me, like I said, getting set on fire, hit my car, stalked at the house. I got numerous stories. And when I say I'm being straightforward honest, I don't want to be in a fucking relationship. Straightforward honest. I'm letting them know, no relationship. Don't shoot for it. And don't get me wrong, it's a lot of, great women that's offering a lot of great things, but honestly, a lot of y'all in the same pool. So what makes y'all stand out versus the next? A lot of women got multiple degrees now. A lot of women, got their own house, got their own car, can cook, can clean, can do all that. So what makes you stand out? You know what I'm saying? Like, forgive me for saying this, but it's not too many men. Not saying that I'm not gonna, put my best foot forward, but it gotta be something elite about you, whether it's your communication skills that's on a whole nother different level. You're a financial guru that's gonna take our goals to another level. It's gotta be something of that. But trying to change my mind, nah, it ain't happening. I don't care what try to harm you bring to me, what you do. I'm at a stage now in my life. You come with that, I'm gonna just call the police like Rob did. Back in the days, I did react to the foolishness, in which could have got, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people hurt or in trouble. But nowadays, hey, I'm just call the police. I will be straightforward with you if I want to be in a relationship at that moment in time in my life. And it has nothing to do with a lot of the women that that I deal with. They are, like I say, there are some excellent, great women. It's just the point that I know I'm mentally, emotionally not there. You know what I'm saying? So when I tell you, I mean what I'm saying. Now, everything after that, I'm sorry, that's on you. What y'all women say, sis, that's on you. Your actions are on you.
So let me ask this question. I saw it come up in the comments a couple times. Erica, let me read this comment. I be damned if I give the relationship privileges and he doesn't want the same thing. If we smashing, that's what we doing. But don't get mad when I end up with the right one. At the end of the day, we grown, and I should have to change your mind. But what are relationship privileges, relationship action, relationship like just treating someone with respect? That doesn't equate to you want to be in a relationship with them. So what are?
That's what I was saying, man. Like if you are a good dude
Mhm.
and you're not dogging this chick out, you know, because most dudes, if you're just trying to smash. But dudes that's got a career, you know, dudes just trying to make something out of themselves, you know, they're not gonna be treating women like trash. You know, when she come over, he gonna make sure, you know, he's got like pillowcases, or, you know, he's got like a drawer for to put stuff in. If she's coming for the weekend, you know, he gonna probably cook. Are they gonna go out or whatnot? Or they just gonna chill at the crib, whatever crib it is. You know, he ain't gonna smash it and throw her out. And so, you know, he's gonna make sure she's good. Some people say that's relationship privileges. Other people say, you know, that's just treating somebody how you want to be treated.
It is.
Hold on, wait.
Like, why is the smash staying? If you just smashing her, why is she staying the night?
Hold on,
If she coming for the weekend, if coming for the week, where else she gonna stay?
Why she coming for the weekend, bro?
The gentleman,
bro, y'all niggas be violating.
It's
Be going crazy, man. Y'all gotta stop that shit.
Listen, bro.
He always love to tell you don't supposed to go this with the woman. You don't supposed to
Right.
you don't supposed
Because
to
you be sending mixed signals, and that's how y'all.
that ain't
This why your apartment got broke into.
No, my apartment got broke into because she was crazy. That's why my apartment got broke into.
You gotta be a gentleman now.
Listen,
You gotta be a gentleman.
we some good guys, man. We good guys. This AB, man. We're
But
good
let me
guys.
ask-
We're not gonna just treat the women
So is
bad.
it sending mixed signals if you say in the beginning, I don't want a relationship?
No.
No.
Just because I'm a gentleman, don't mean
come on, man.
take it to another level.
Right.
Hold on, let me
You
add
know what I'm
balance.
saying?
Let me add some balance here. If you say you don't want a relationship, right? She should not.
So I shouldn't open the door for her.
Hold on. You see, this goes back to a previous conversation I had. Remember, I told you it's levels to this. You know what I'm saying? Y'all remember that episode I told y'all about these levels with different chicks? You know what I'm saying? If it's the smash, you gotta treat her like she the homie. You know what I'm saying? Like she just gets bare minimum because you can't give the same treatment to the woman that you plan on being with, because at the end of the day, you really ain't got shit to offer. You know what I'm saying? So by that, you know what I'm saying, the chicks that coming over there, if you just quote unquote smashing them, you ain't supposed to be cooking for them, you ain't supposed to be doing none of that shit. You can be like, okay, yeah, you know what I'm saying, you can use the bathroom and shit like that, you know what I'm saying, decent human responsibilities and shit like that. But you ain't finna be coming up here and letting her stay the whole weekend. That's your old lady type treatment, or somebody that you're interested in dating. You know what I'm saying? That's where the signals get crossed and shit like that.
Now I'm with you on that. You ain't finna stay no whole weekend. You can stay the night,
and that's what I'm saying. Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? If you meet Shorty at the club one night and you take her home, you know what I'm saying, y'all have one night stand or whatever, she gotta stay the night. All right, that's cool. But then when you start making it, you know what I'm saying, a habit, but then you also still telling her like, oh, I don't want a relationship. But like, what the fuck is you doing? Like, you sending her mixed fucking signals. Then that's gonna activate that crazy chip in the back of her head. Then next thing you know, it's over with.
Well, he represent the low light piece of shit.
Right, you can't be a gentleman. You can't be a gentleman.
I'm calling a spade because niggas be acting like they don't be partaking in it or they never did it.
Bro.
No,
I'm just saying.
Hold on. Judge said he ain't never imported the in.
Exactly, man. Come on, man.
You ain't never imported it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never imported it in state, bro. Out of state. Come on, man.
Bro, listen.
He picked up his pieces from college night. That's all it is.
There you go.
Good for a good wing meal. You can kick them out. You know what I'm saying? They already know what's up. They ain't even coming with no bag. Soon you get done, she gonna put her pants on. She like, all right, well, I'll holler at you next time.
You don't even
Listen. First of all, this ain't about me or my past. You know what I'm saying?
That's E
But I'm just
type,
saying,
man.
I'm just
That's your
saying that as
type,
far as
bro.
like keeping it straight up, the
Nah,
duality of it all. You know what I'm saying?
he
If
right, man.
that's
A little
the
bit.
problem where shit
A little
gets
bit.
misconstrued and niggas don't be wanting to address that shit. That's where they get the whole "you been leading me on" type shit. Even though you might be telling
Nah,
them that, no,
No.
wait. Go
no,
back to what you just said. Go back to what y'all
no.
just said earlier in the show.
Listen,
It's actions, right? Ain't that what you said, Rob?
No.
listen. No,
Stop
it's
capping.
about being a decent human being, a
Cap.
decent man.
Right.
Cap.
If being a
You can't be
decent
a gentleman.
man,
That's
if being
all
a
I'm gonna say.
gentleman, a decent man is
Bro,
sending mixed signals, man, sweetheart, she gotta step your game up.
And
You
I was just
messing with the wrong type of man.
or either she
y'all
wasn't
niggas
taught,
be
you know what I'm saying?
lying.
Like simple things like opening the door, you know what I'm saying? If that's like blowing
If
her
it ain't my
mind,
girl, or if it ain't like an old ass lady or my mom, what the fuck I'm opening the door for?
damn, really? E?
He muted. He muted for the rest of the damn time.
Nah, let him speak his truth.
Hey,
That's who he is. He ain't opening no door. He
he
ain't
the
pumping
kids
no
the
gas.
chicken nugget.
He
God,
ain't putting on no
Because
bag.
that's is different, bro. It's levels to it, and y'all ignoring the levels. You know what I'm saying? If
He
if
ain't.
that's a cool associate or something like that, I bet. But
So
y'all
E,
talking
you
about
gonna
chicks that
struggle
come
when you
stay
first
with
meet
you for
him.
the weekend and they just supposed to be the smash. Like what?
you can't open the door for him, D?
Oh, me,
E
He
say,
said she's gonna take an Uber from the airport and find her way back.
bro. I'm man.
He definitely
Y'all
left
niggas
some chick
lying.
stranded at the
I'm saying
airport.
if it's not my lady, I'm not giving her old lady benefits, bro. No, not at all. That's where y'all be crossing the line,
How is that
I'm with
crossing the
I'm with
line,
E a
bro?
little bit, man. He a
bro.
little bit. But now hold
Nah.
on, but where I draw the line is like all us are saying we are gentlemen, dog. You know what I'm saying? We raised right, all that. So it's not just sending mixed signals, it's just being a decent human being, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all
I'm
we
saying
saying.
you can be decent, bro. I'm just saying that like that's the reason I say you treat her like the homie. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is my friend. You gotta treat her like on some platonic type shit. You know what I'm saying? If that's the case, you can't let her be in because then her emotions gonna start getting involved in shit because of the gestures that you're doing, the
Because
actions
you're
that
being
you
nice
do.
to her.
Because you're being
Bro,
nice to her.
I
you do what
bullshit
a
you not.
man's
I
supposed to
bullshit you
do.
not, man. I bullshit you not. You gotta think about it. Some of these women be scorned as hell, and they be getting ran through the mud. They meet a nice nigga, and then next thing you know, I told you, activate that crazy shit. Well, maybe me and him could work out. Even though he not already told you this shit. Rob said it earlier. It's your actions that show your intentions unofficially, of course. But I'm just saying, you can tell somebody, yeah, you not my girl. I don't want a relationship, but she's still coming over there with the love pink bag and shit like that. She's staying the night. She leaving shit over there. What are you talking about, bro? You giving her old lady privileges right there. Rob
Who
said
let
he got
somebody
talking about, yeah,
leave
you got
some
a drawer you
over?
can put your stuff in.
Who let
What?
them leave somebody over?
What?
Because if all her shit's in one drawer, you know where to get it and where to throw it in the garbage when she leaves, because it's all in one spot.
Bruh.
Hold on, before y'all,
You a lie, cause they be leaving that stuff and planning that stuff to set you up.
before
You already know.
Miss Starkey said, "Show me a gentleman with morals and values." You are looking
Shit, 1, 2, 3, 4,
now.
5,
He
6.
may be, I don't know, but he's still a gentleman
Well,
with
5,
morals and values.
not 6.
5.5.
Yeah, 5.5.
Bro.
So E, if you let me ask you this question: if you just got done smashing, right, and you end up having to take your chick home, and you stop to get you some, get her some.
You know EA. He said that
She
already.
said she was
Already said
homie,
it.
so she gotta figure out how she gonna eat,
Am
man.
I gonna do what?
He
Am I
say
gonna
she
do
on
what?
her own.
I beg your pardon. Am I
Hey,
doing what?
That's
y'all
enough.
remember E
He
said
said
he
he
ain't.
gonna get his
Am I about to spend my money?
Nah, you remember when E said he ain't buying them kids no
What?
chicken nuggets? He said, "Fuck them kids."
Bro, why would I buy somebody else's kids some food? I don't know them. What I look like?
That's enough. Any final thoughts on this topic before we move on? God damn.
Y'all niggas crazy fuck.
Man, we are some definitely some gentlemen with values and morals in this thing. Now we gonna let you know how it is from the dope. Now it's up to you to swallow that shit and digest it and understand it.
And
All right.
he said, "You better get your own motherfucking all-star special." I ain't got shit. He said, I ain't coming to eat it with you neither. I'm gonna come and sit at the table. We both can walk in together. We ain't sitting at the same table.
Hey, when the
Get your own
waitress,
all-star special.
hey, when the waitress walk up and she be
And
like,
outside
"This
of
together," he be like, "No,
hours.
Because if y'all go sit at the same table, my nigga, that's a date. She gonna expect you to pay for it.
So y'all for the different tables?
dang, easy."
Bro, I'm getting my own food, my nigga. This Dutch. Fucking like, bro, y'all niggas tripping.
Let's move on.
Hold
I don't know what y'all used to be on,
Let
man.
me say this, man. If the chick that lets you do that, bro, if she let you do that, bro, she need to up her game, bro.
Like you one of them dudes where I be like, "Hey, you dealing with that trash dude? He can't even do the basics, minimum."
What?
Like,
Bro, like, y'all still not even seeing it. Again, y'all not even separating the line between just smashing somebody and actually dating them. Those are two different things.
Oh, Lord.
If we just smashing, why do you deserve more than bare minimum? As far as and it goes for me as well. I'm gonna keep the same energy. If I'm dating, I mean not dating, if I'm just smashing the chick, I go to her house and we get done or whatever. I'm not trying to sleep over in that motherfucker. I don't know who the hell she got coming after me. Especially when I ain't strapped up. What?
Moving on. So I just
y'all head, bro.
Hold on, say what now? We just had Thanksgiving, and this topic got a little heated. Before we transition to our last topic, I just want to let the brothers say what they're thankful for, because I think it's important we try to add some positivity to what we just had to go through. So, brother, we just had Thanksgiving. Tell me, what are you thankful for? And this on the spot too, so I ain't getting no time to think nothing. So this fresh off the dome.
I'm thankful for my wife. Like, you know, I got a good one.
Look at it, he can say that now.
Yeah, I can say that now. That's the one I'm thankful
Flex
for.
on them.
Of course, my family, you know, my friends, health, you know, job, but I'm more so thankful for my wife than anything. So,
Okay. Somebody else? I don't ask either.
I will say that I like went to the crib. I ain't do no real get-togethers. I was masked up and all that good stuff. But my aunt Susie, shout out to her. She might watch this later on because she do check the show out from here and there. But she made my mama corn pudding, dog. Real talk, bro. And I ain't gonna lie, man. I ain't had that. You know, my mom passed, whatever. So I ain't had that corn pudding in years, dog. I was a G in the house, bro. But I got in the car, man. I had to let a couple thug tears go, bro. Cause it touched me, dog. Like for real. So I'm thankful that my Aunt Susie made that cornbread pudding. I'm thankful for my family. Thankful that I was able to kick it with my old lady folks. You know what I'm saying? See her mama, her pops. So yeah, it was all straight, bro.
All right, so I'm thankful for Fee, my wife. Thankful for my 5 kids. Vanessa always slides some cards under my door when I'm in my office working and doing papers to let me know she's thinking about me. I'm thankful for my extended family that's here. We got 7 kids in the house. I think 6 of them is under 8 years old. They've been filling the house with laughter and joy and noise, and I love it. It's all love to me, man. I grew up in a big family. Thankful for my sisters and my niece. Thankful to my extended family. Thankful to the bros. And just thankful for life, man. Thankful to still be here, you know, still making it happen and still, you know, fighting another day.
Either Crow or E.
Definitely thankful for my son, man. Like my little mini me. That's my heart, my soul, my everything. Thankful for my family, from top to bottom, all of them. They made me definitely who I am, taught me lessons. Thankful for the people God put in my life throughout the seasons, whether young up until the age that I am now. Learn something different from everybody along the way. Laughter, pain along the way, and thankful for everybody who watched this show because y'all could be doing something else, to be honest. Thankful for my bros. Thankful for just definitely thankful for being in this space, this moment, this time here. And thankful for everything God has put me through, taken me through, and continue to bless me with.
Should I ask E?
First of all, I'm thankful I ain't got Rona. You know what I'm saying? That shit real out here. You feel me? Masked up, stay the fuck out the way. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly somebody said I don't respect women. That is not the case. You know what I'm saying? I just have a set of rules that I follow and abide by. You know what I'm saying? Charge that shit to the game. You feel me? Hopefully your credit don't bounce. But shit. But nah, for real, man. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I'm thankful for everything, you know what I'm saying? We chilling. Yesterday was good. I don't eat trash ass Thanksgiving food. You know what I'm saying?
Next. You not gonna disrespect the food.
God, you was doing good. God.
You're not disrespecting that Southern delicacy, Playboy. Give me all the turkey, the mac and cheese, the greens, the yams, dressing.
Yes, sir.
Pecan pies, sweet potato pies, pound cake
with the hot sauce.
He's so disrespectful, bro.
Nah, I'm just saying, but like for real, I never have like really just like enjoyed it. To me, it's overrated, honestly.
Your food, your post can't cook, man. That's all it is.
Whoa, time out.
That's that city Bolton cooking, man. Got to come to the country.
I don't like it,
I'm with
bro.
E, bro.
I just don't like it,
bro. For real though, I'm with E.
I don't like it. I don't like greens. I don't like it. The shit nasty. I had it at other people's houses. The shit nasty, bro.
He muted again. Okay, so moving on.
He's going too far now. He's going too far.
Moving on to the last topic. It is Black Friday. And you see a lot of promotion for Black businesses on social media, right? I think there's been a surge over the past few years about supporting Black businesses. And I'm not going to say anything negative about this topic at all. I just want y'all to get into it. Are y'all supporting Black businesses? And if not, then why? Because I did see one post on Facebook. Chandra, I love her. She's doing her thing out there in Atlanta. And she said that when it comes to business, customer service should be your end goal and not the money. And that hit home a very important point. So I want y'all to get into it. I know T, you own a business. Rob, you kind of own like 7 businesses with 18 kids. So I want y'all to get into it. Are y'all supporting Black businesses this holiday season? And if not, why not?
Man, I've been supporting Black businesses for the longest. I go to this coffee shop that's owned by this lady named Miss Mary Call right down the street. She's a Black lady. She flies to Columbia, get all her coffee in. So if you're ever in the Jackson area on the north side of town, go see Miss Mary Call. I deal with Zoe's. Zoe's is a Black-owned restaurant. I deal with T when it comes to the clothing side of it. I deal with another one of my homies named Willie D when it comes to the clothing side of it. So it's just about doing your research. And if you are getting bad customer service, first, don't go run out there to the public to go express it. See if you can talk to the owner, the manager, because it is Black owned, locally owned more than likely. Each one of those places I named, I know the owner. I've shaken the owner's hand. I've talked to the owner. So if ever somebody working behind the counter who works for the owner, I can always talk to the owner and let them know what's going on. If you're that type of customer and you're trying to support them and help them build what they're trying to build up, because you don't want to see them fail. And we understand everybody have bad days. You hire your Marcuses or your Swift, and they behind the counter, and they might have got a bad grade or might have had a bad moment with they spouse or something, and they come in that day with a, and don't get me wrong, everybody's supposed to leave whatever they got going on at the door because you working there wherever you working at, and nobody asks you to work there. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, if it is a Black business, and you have access to either a manager or that owner, reach out to them before you go to social media and say, I went to such and such and that shit was bad. I ain't never buying this, that, and the other again from that one experience. You didn't even try to reach out to the owner and see what was going on. Now, if you get flack from the owner, then you might want to say, hey, the culture, I see, the culture is here, is talk from the owner on down. Then, you can express that along the way. But hey, I just say, once you express what you need to express, if you receive bad customer service and nothing has changed, or they're not trying to implement any type of policies to correct that, then move on to another Black business that it may not be in the area. You might have to travel sometimes to get to it. That don't mean you go travel to it all the time, just to support. But if you got that time, travel to that area and support them. Or either find, their online spot or whatever. We're in the age of technology. Everybody got access to something. But
And I
support.
got a quick, if you own a business, please feel free to drop it in the comments because we do support our own here. Devin said it's OnlyFans considered Black owned.
No. Only
Devin out here buying porn.
No, that is not. No, I'm gonna go ahead and entertain his foolishness. They did not come up with the website. They did not buy the domain or none of that. Well, technology is not Black owned.
But you support
Well, I
the
ain't gonna lie.
talent, though.
It
You
depends on
support
who
the
owns
talent.
it. I'll support it depending on who. Okay, who?
Well, I've never paid for OnlyFans. Y'all crazy when y'all got all this free porn out here on the internet.
OnlyFans, you need
depending on who-
psychiatric evaluation.
Yeah.
Me personally, I think I always seek to spend money with Black people before I venture out to the other side. I support a Black-owned dentist practice out here in Atlanta. Food places, clothing. If it comes in my size, I'll support candles, just pretty much grooming stuff. There's a lot of brothers out here that sell beard products. I buy their stuff. Like I know for my wedding, I supported a guy based out of Houston who sell bow ties. Probably pretty much anything I can do, I'll look around and see. I think the only thing I'm not gonna say it hurt Black owned businesses because I feel like a lot of Black owned businesses build their clientele off of word of mouth because they don't necessarily have the dollars to spend in the marketing. I'm not gonna say I don't know they don't have it or they're just not spending into it, but that's pretty much what I do. I feel like it's important to support your own. And I hate to say it, but you got to do your research on regardless if they're Black owned or not to see if they are a good vendor because, there are some Black businesses not excluded from terrible service and a terrible product, just like any other race, but what I don't like is when people say they was rude and this and that. A lot of Black people still go to the juice store with them racist ass Indians and get your gas and get your food. Them folks don't give a shit about you. And you still go to them. You still go to the same old restaurant.
You still go to McDonald's.
Rude ass customer service. So it's that ain't no excuse. I hate how our own people are held to a more higher standard than we hold them to a higher standard than we hold other races. So
I disagree.
Hold on, before you
talk about
JB,
I'm gonna
you
disagree.
got two questions. One asks about the candle place and one asks about the Black dentist in Atlanta.
I'll put the candle link out there. I don't know it on top of my head, but her name is Buckley Dental Care. It's in Roswell. Alicia Buckley. She's from Mississippi too, I think. So it was just random how I found her, but she's a good dentist. It's Buckley Dental Care in Roswell, Georgia.
So let me ask y'all this question. Y'all don't think it's an issue when you see those Black businesses set up in sides or parts of towns where it doesn't directly benefit the Black area of town? Does that make sense? Like the tax dollars and everything else go to who it needs to go to is going to the white side of town. Y'all think that's an issue?
Well, the
it
product,
depends,
if your
man.
product's selling over there, and they may be having a non-profit setup. They may be giving back donations. Who knows? But if my product, I'm gonna be honest. So if I got something that's gonna sell in a certain area, I don't care whether white, black, Mexican, whatever, Latino, Mandarin, whatever, Chinese, whatever it may be. I'm gonna go to that area and sell my product if that's where it's booming at. Now, my plan is, and hopefully, you know what I'm saying, I don't lose myself in the midst of the money, is I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna give back. Don't mean because I'm located somewhere else, don't mean I'm not for my people. It's just that's where my product is selling best and it's marketable in that area. Don't hate, I get mad because I'm selling over here or selling to this particular group. Get mad if I'm not giving back or doing for the people. That's where you need to get mad at.
Okay.
Um,
Go ahead. E.
okay, this is what I want to kind of put out there, right? I have no problem supporting black businesses. The part where I disagree with Corey is that I don't think we necessarily hold black people to a higher standard in the building. We just want them to meet the minimum. And because most of the time that we deal with black businesses, they don't meet the minimum requirement. It's not necessarily because it's their fault situation. It's the way that the educational system is set up. So the average person that owns the average black business that you see, that's not hair related, because we've been having black beauticians and black barbershops for generations, right? So they got that game pretty much on lock, right?
Mm-hmm.
The problem comes into when you're trying to expand to something else, right? Let's say, man, you're doing clothes, shoes, or something else, right? They just figure out hitting a quick lick. They think short-term money instead of long-term money. And that's usually the problem because, like, say, for instance, people who do drop shipping or they have a t-shirt business or something. I use Buddy from Jackson State, for example. There is no fucking way in hell your shirt should be $65 for a Jackson State t-shirt. Keep it a buck, bro. I'm just being bluntly honest. Like, this nigga not Nike, not Adidas. You feel me? There's no way, there's no valid reason why that, but it points to prove that he hasn't done his research on his vendors. Point blank.
Let me cut in right there. Let me cut in right quick.
You can't put no price on somebody's
the reason
stuff,
why,
bro, you can put a price on it. Hold on. Let me finish. You can put a price on it. You can put a price on it, right? Because the same hot press that you may use, they may use too. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you can't produce at the same quantity. You can't get it to them as fast. The supply chain ain't big enough. You can't be coming out here talking big boy shit. You're not there.
Hold up, E. Like, as far as Jackson State is concerned, I want you to think about, put something else in perspective, right? All right. First off, importantly, if you feel like it's too high, you ain't gotta buy it. Like, don't buy it. That's one.
That's part of the problem.
Hold up, there's two. Now, Jackson State charge vendors licensing fees in order to be able to sell their merchandise. Then this is not everybody. Some folks are too high. I agree. Some folks are too high. Huh?
How much are those fees? It's only like 5-10%.
If you thinking about, I agree with you. I'm not speaking on them. I'm speaking on all the vendors. Like, I feel like some y'all speaking on one in particular. I'm speaking on a lot of people that sell Jackson State stuff. Now, I agree. Some of that shit is too high, but that's either here nor there. I'm not talking about nobody's shit. But at the same time, with that being said, I want people to understand that when a business set their price, that's their price. You either gonna not support it or you're gonna support it. Don't say that shit too high. Don't say it's this and don't say it's that. Just say, I'm not buying it. And that's it.
Bro, you're still missing the point of the overall conversation, right? That's what I'm saying. It comes back to the lack of education of how to run your business, right? When you don't understand how to make your price margin and make up for gaps when it comes to doing your inventory, that's a product of you, right? Because you can go register for your own clothing line, and you can get a separate EIN and filter up under there, so you get your clothes and your stock for cheaper. But because they want to use these automated services, say for instance like Shopify or something like that, to where they actually send the shirt off, that's where all your money is really going to. You're cutting it to the profit margin because you're using an automated service, and because you're too lazy. Hold on, wait. Because you're too lazy to get up and actually go print the shirt, make the shirt, put it up, pay for labeling, and then send it off, right? That is an example of lack of education when it comes to doing this. That's what I'm saying. That's where the real problem and the disconnect is, because Black people don't really understand how business works holistically, because we are not offered the same opportunity in education. That's overall problem. That's why you have these overpriced people, you know what I'm saying, that do these things. Like say for instance, right, African American college or whatever, the one that do the HBCU stuff where they hoodies is like $100 and some. They done built up that type of clientele to where you got Jeezy, 2 Chainz, Wayne, all of them are wearing your product. That of course is going to drive the product up, right? But say for instance, your local vendor that is in Jackson, Mississippi does not have that same type of rank, which is why I'm debating against that, right? So there, and then you have to think about the actual poverty line or how much people actually make, right? So if these are your target customers, you're not reading them correctly. That's my whole point.
He got a point. He has a point, but again, the price is the price. You know what I'm saying? Either you go pay it or you ain't gonna pay it. But trust me, I understand.
That's fact, though.
Now, trust me, I understand exactly what he is talking about as far as supply chain and, you know what I'm saying, having to pay third party and all that. So I definitely understand what you mean by that and having to overcharge for a product. You know
but you understand it, right? Because you're also in the field.
Yeah.
Right. I said that some people take advantage of the culture. I get that. But at the same time, like I said several times, when you set your price is set. So you either gonna pay it or you not. It's it. Yep. They're going back to the people who sell those hoodies that you're talking about. Those folks was like, they were popping in the 90s, right? And if you a celeb, why they gotta give you free shit? Why you can't buy the shit? You a celebrity, you a millionaire.
You're investing in the exposure. That's an investment.
If I'm a millionaire, bro, why I can't buy and wear? If I'm all about supporting Black business,
because you can't buy you can't put a price on the type of exposure that you are not able to generate yourself. Point blank. Period. If you're not Chris Brown, anything that Chris Brown, the Migos wear, niggas gonna go buy that shit. The younger niggas, they gonna go buy that shit. You wear that same shit outside, don't nobody know you. They gonna be like, oh well, shit, hey, that shit it's kind of cool, but like shit, oh, you wearing that shit? Oh, all right, whatever. That's not a shot to anybody. But I'm saying you're an average Joe Blow, bro. That's
goddamn, he paid about this one.
That's right.
Bro, I talk that money shit, man. I talk that money shit, bro.
This ain't cryptocurrency, bro.
I'll read that shit too. Ask me how much I made recently, though.
Listen, bro.
Okay.
Listen, bro.
It's just so funny. They give millionaires free products to sell to poor people. You know what I'm saying? That shit's so crazy to me, man.
But I think we starting to catch on, though. I saw a Twitter post about that, like, you advertising us these shoes and you get them for free. We can't afford these shoes, like, and you get them for free. Rob, what you think? Chime in.
All right, so everybody know I'm in school. I'm in graduate school. So I was in class with a Korean woman and an Indian guy who's married to a Korean woman. And so the Korean lady was telling me about how every single thing in her mom's house is from Korea. Everything, like the food, the appliances, the sheets, every single thing. And so she bought her mom a rice cooker that was from Japan, and her mom literally almost disowned her. I mean, it was, she said it was to the point where they're finally getting back on good terms, and this happened like 3-4 years ago. And so I was talking to the Indian guy who's married to the Korean lady, same thing in their house. Every single item they have, every single food, everything in their house is Korean because that's how hard they go for their people. And I waited to talk about this till I got to the show because I feel like that's how we should be. And so anytime I see a post that's asking about, people adding black businesses, always at my LB, always at Fee's business, always at the people's businesses who I know, because even though I have a crowd, I wouldn't say it's a big crowd, but I think if every single person puts their other people on for what they do, we could get farther. And so I saw another post that said, you're looking for a photographer when your homeboy is a photographer and he does good work. You're looking for somebody, to do X, Y, Z, and you got somebody that you know personally that does that. Our family photos, I talked to one of the frat that was here who shoots family photos. I had him to shoot our family photos this summer because I knew he did photography, X, Y, Z. And so I feel like first and foremost, regardless of what your experience has been with a black business, we should be looking to first and foremost support our own. First and foremost, I think we should go the extra mile to find those businesses, and so we can frequent those businesses whenever, we have something that we want to do. We want to take photos, we want to do, get a house clean. I'm looking for a cleaning person now because I'm going to have to get the whole house clean after the holidays, though, with I'm trying to frequent, a black cleaning company. And so I think that if we go that extra mile to make sure that we, talk to our homies and we get, their social media information or we get their business information, when we see opportunities for them to shine, it takes you literally no time, to big up, your homie, or to big up your wife or your husband or, your high school classmate that you ain't talked to in 25 years. It takes no effort. Like I just bought a book from one of our church members back in Kansas. Her 4-year-old son just wrote his first book. And so we just bought 2 books, bought one for Q for my little man, and I bought one for the family that's here. They're going to take it back with them. And then, you put it out there and just let everybody know that, you got this book, etc. I think that goes a long way in the social media era to giving these businesses exposure, and you have to do it as if it's your business.
Right.
You have to support them as if it's yours, because that way when one of us win, we all win. And I feel like you can't put out good energy and not receive good energy back, regardless of if you're getting it monetarily, whether you're getting it whatever. I feel like always putting out good energy for my people, because it always comes back to me either way. I don't have to get paid for it. I don't have to get one up for it or big up for it. I feel like we got to support each other, and we have to make sure that each one of us are getting the appropriate shine that we need. And so when I talked to them, they told me they have nothing but Korean products in their household. I was like, damn, we're kind of behind, but we are behind because of the obvious reasons, because of what's happened here. But we have the platform to make sure that we all can shine and we all can support one another. And so I try to do my part, and I feel like everybody should do theirs.
Crow, go on and wrap us up.
Supporting black businesses, communicate, networking, basically. I will say this: I think we touched on it. I think Rob touched on it. Networking, definitely. Talking about what businesses we have in the area amongst each other. After you do that, communicate how great it is, or either communicate to the manager or the owner what they might need to improve. But don't go in, and I think I saw this in some of the comments on the side, with super high expectations because they're black, and you won't complain, like I think somebody said about going to the Middle Eastern stores, or either when you go into other restaurants and you letting a lot of stuff slide there. And let's be real, we go off in some of their stores and they're not clean to the point where they need to be clean, but we're buying bags of chips out of there and things of that nature.
Chips still inside the plastic bag though.
Hey, I got to touch the dusty ass bag of chips. I'm sorry, G. I need you to dust it off.
That's a valid point, bro. That's a valid ass point, my nigga.
I'm just being real.
Dusty.
Yeah, so when you go so if you went to let's say if I owned a corner store, you would say something, man, he don't never clean up. His store got dust in there all the time. Y'all be ready to tell me that.
is it spicy nacho Doritos though? Them my
Come,
shits.
Shut up,
come to
boy.
Them
law.
bags
Come
dusty,
to,
we got a problem.
come to
Um,
law on
Them
the
and the hot
avenue.
Cheetos dusty, I'm gonna get on your ass. Same way I do
uh,
the folks in goddamn Bolton.
and
Tell
then
Mookie to clean that shit up.
And then also at the same time, just not clothing. Let's remember, like Corey said, we got Dennis out there. I go to Bender and Bender. I think somebody put up definitely shout out to my classmate or what have you, Jasmine with Spicy Watts. You ladies definitely go see her for those wigs, getting your hair split, getting it fried, dyed, and laid to the side. I think she even got some stuff to help it grow if them ponytails and them edges not coming in right.
Yeah,
Uh,
and she definitely supports your boy because did a website for a long time ago. You know what I'm talking about?
see
So
what I'm saying?
definitely shop with
So
Shawty.
that's the networking. So let's continue to do that as a whole. Let's support those that we went to college with. Let's big up them in every way. And if you can't afford them, that means you just can't afford them at that time. Save your pennies. But once you save your pennies, at least buy something from them, whether it's a towel, a shirt, a hat, but support them. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. Send some business their way if you're not gonna even spend no money then, E. Send some business their way. How about that?
It's not like that, my nigga. It's like you take for instance somebody like Hanes, right? Hanes is necessarily like their business is built around the average Joe Blow when it comes to t-shirts and shit, right? Originally, right? Now don't get me wrong, their prices have increased, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like $15, $16, $17 for a 5-pack of white tees, you know what I'm saying? But they're comfortable as hell. That is a brand that you can talk shit about them and Fruit of the Loom all you want to. But I'm telling you, those type of people, they make millions and billions of dollars a day without you spending a whole bunch of excess money. Excess asset. You know the fuck I'm talking about.
Excess.
Yeah, access. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was kicking in. But I'm saying though, like that's the mindset I want Black people to start to learn, that a reputable brand is undeniable no matter what fucking market you are in. Right? You can't start off with that high end, oh yeah, I'm Ralph Lauren type of mindset, when just because you invested incorrectly and you're trying to make up for the profit margin that you lost. That is not conducive for your actual customer base. And that, on top of bad customer service, is what kills Black businesses. On top of
I disagree with that.
I mean, but I'm saying though, right? You have you, like, say for instance, right? Let's say for instance you freelancing, right? You as yourself in your profession, right? Do you not check what's out there in the market first before you set your price?
Of course.
Okay, so now that you have an actual average of what the actual market is demanding for, right? The natural thing you're going to do is you're going to cut your price just by a little bit so you can get your foot in the door. Yes or no?
It depends on how good I am.
I'm talking about you in your professional field, yours.
I wouldn't cut my price too low, especially if I'm good.
I'm saying you're just starting out, right? You have no clientele.
So you want to teach this class, like you want to charge a fee for it, because you go into a lot of detail.
Because I want more Black people to get involved, bro. So like, I'm not gonna be like these motherfuckers that sell a course and tell you like, yeah, you gotta pay for the shit. Give niggas free game, bro.
Okay, you think about it like this, right? So the average price for a haircut is, depending on the city, can be with $25, $30,
minimum $20.
Minimum, right?
Facts.
So you expect a barber fresh on the scene to charge $15 a cut just to get clientele?
What other service? If you cannot compete with what's dominating out here, and you're a fresh fish, how will you build your clientele? How will you get that first person in the chair? If you're a barber,
if you charge a $15 a cut, for one, people probably think you whack. There's one.
You're giving them an incentive.
What's the incentive?
You're giving them a cheaper cut than what they're paying for. So now they're saving money. So now they will come to you. They'll at least give you a try. Now with that try,
you can't not making money either. You're
How
not
so?
making enough money to live either.
How so?
I feel like you can't. You can't cut your prices low to the point where you're
What
not making
experience do
enough
you
money to
have to charge
live.
that amount? All you have is a
Say what?
certificate. All you have is a certificate.
Okay,
You
so
don't have clientele, right? You're still in the
Hey,
building
let them
phase,
go,
right?
Cliff. Let them go.
So if you're in the building phase, right, you have not attracted your very first customer. 80% of the people that you fuck with, they're gonna tell you that, oh yeah, we support you. They'll repost you or whatever, they'll post your shit on Twitter or whatever, but they ain't gonna come to your chair. What your razor game hitting on? How you lining up? What your bling game looking like? You know what I'm saying?
If
You have to
your
work, you have to
skills,
give them the incentive for
if
that.
your skills can justify the price you charging, ain't no problem with it.
But I'm saying though, there needs to be proof of work. If you have no proof of work, who is going to come? How did you find a barber in Atlanta when you moved out there? You went to their Instagram, right?
Yeah, and I was word of mouth.
Okay. Word of mouth and Instagram, right? Those are two proofs of work. If you ain't got that, how do you build clientele? I'm waiting.
You build clientele through your family, through your friends, whatever organization
Again,
you're
you're still
part
missing the
of.
point. Exactly what I said. 80% will tell you, hey, I'm going to support you. They'll retweet you. They'll post the Instagram pic.
So
But if you've never cut somebody's hair before, how do you get that first person in the chair?
When you freelance, you cutting the price on people. That's what you saying.
At like a certain percentage, not to undercut yourself, but you have to sell cheaper than your competition.
So you gonna do that though?
Yes, definitely.
When you get your shit out the ground, you gonna cut your price.
My price will increase upon my proof of work. My body of work will
That's
start.
not what I
My
asked you.
portfolio.
That's
No,
not what
wait.
I asked
You
you.
asking how, right? I'm telling you.
No.
If I had once the client base is established, right? I have regular customers.
No.
I'm getting these type of numbers every month. I have projections to get more. I can raise my price if I want to.
I'm
hold on.
done.
Let's put a pause in it.
I'm just saying, bro.
Pause in the real.
I get your
Hey,
point, but
these two brothers are financially venting. That's what's up.
Hey, bro, I'm telling you.
Real quick.
Who y'all think won? Goddamn.
Hold on, let me.
Bro, I got him, man. I got him. First I have one argument against CJB, bro. I got that nigga, bro.
Y'all be quiet real quick. So I get your point. When you in barber school, you not charging $20-$25 a haircut. They charging $5 so you get.
Thank you. And that's why you in school.
I get that, but at the same time, I get what CJB saying too. If you got a good product and you know you're doing what you're supposed to do, why would you shortchange yourself?
So apparently you never talked to anybody that's been to cosmetology school. So let me tell you this: while they're their whole time while they're there, they're under an apprenticeship of a licensed barber. So at this time, you have permission to cut in this shop under this person. This person who you're cutting under has to already have a decent reputable reputation to whereas they can be like, okay, I'm teaching my barbers the right way. You give them a little time, you know what I'm saying? They're going to get better. So now, right, once you start to actually start cutting worth a damn, you start to build your clientele, right?
Your point,
so what's the price point? You're cutting at $5 a head. You ain't charging 15 to 20 and up for that.
I just said I understood what you were saying, Emily. I'm gonna mute your ass.
Yeah, mute this nigga, man. Get this nigga out,
final comments on this topic. Actually, y'all be going all night on this name time.
I think, man, he did the final comment already. Well, we need one.
Rob, no, I have not had a haircut in 3 weeks. Thank you.
That's why you got that hat on, because you're in barber school.
Right?
No, man, my OG is a barber, man. My OG is a barber. My OG is a barber. I used to hop the fence to get my hair cut on this nigga front porch, bro.
I definitely feel E on that supply chain, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been cutting out a lot of middlemen and, you know what I'm saying, reworking some stuff. So he might be kind of passionate about it, but trust me, he halfway know what he talking about, you know what I'm saying, as far as that goes.
Halfway, man. That's a great admittance from me, too.
He halfway, you know what I'm saying, know what he talking about. But I do want to say that Black, we need to support our black
Cut a
brothers and
nigga hair
sisters.
to the
For
price is
real.
fair. Hey, bro, Scooby, hell.
But yeah, we definitely gotta support these black owned businesses, man, because that's the only way we're gonna get ahead as a people and be able to put back into our communities and put back into these scholarships and all of that. So, you know, if we don't lift each other up, nobody else is gonna lift us up. We can't wait on the government, we can't wait on a political party, none of that. At the end of the day, it's all about money and capital and paying for your own politician that you want. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's bigger than just let's buy this shirt from your homeboy. You know what I'm saying? So if you can find a black owned company like CJB was saying, a dentist, a doctor, a car wash, maids, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Please support black owned businesses, man. But all you black owned businesses, we're not gonna let you slide if you coming with some subpar ass shit though. You know what I'm saying? So get your shit right when you present it right. You know, and you know you will get the right support that you.
Oh, and also don't hate on other black businesses that's doing the same thing you doing too.
No. Let me. I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. But I'm tired of niggas putting the wing shop on the end of one shopping center and then another wing shop on the other side of the shopping center, bro.
That's
Like,
just
my
Atlanta,
nigga, get your
though,
own trap, man.
That's
Get your
fair.
own trap, bro.
That's fair.
That's Atlanta.
But
Look at Walgreens and CVS, bro.
Get your own trap, man.
Think about Walgreens
Nah,
and CVS.
I'm with
They do
you.
that every time you see a Walgreens or CVS. One of them bitches right around the corner.
And you are absolutely right. But at
Right.
the same time, you gonna see a Walgreens and CVS. Niggas will put the same shit 50 different ways on the same.
And it's fine as long as they not don't say wings. My
man, we are
don't
bigger.
don't
We are
support
bigger
other
than
people.
being some rappers. And
It
shit.
depends on wing size. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I
You
don't
can't be
think
giving
you
them
can
baby ass drumettes and calling them wings and shit. Them motherfucking
Oh.
grown ass nuggets.
Okay,
Them ain't no fucking wings.
let's wrap it up. What were you about to say, TJB? Core.
Pretty much I agree with what T said. I don't think that you can oversaturate a market. I feel like it's a lot of food on a plate for everybody. I get what you're saying in concept, but I kind of agree with Swift. Like, you know, don't hate on somebody doing the same thing you do, trying to
I'm just talking
steal
shit,
their
man.
customers. I get what you're saying, though. I get what you're saying.
Nah, we just a copycat race. Like E is in software development, bro. Like, we can think outside the box instead of seeing your pot, like your homegirl, you know, saying do this and then you jump right back. Like, it's just
It's different avenues of business. Like it's so much other things and weave and haircuts and
like we don't even think about doing.
Yeah, we don't even think about.
I only use like hair and barbering because I know that's a well documented black owned.
But honestly, that's
dynasty.
That's all I know about social media. It's hair, barber, clothes.
I feel like it's a big market, though.
Nothing is going to beat barber. Nothing is going to beat beauty and hair with black people, like at all, bro. Like that is top notch, consistent money, consistent clientele. Like that market is
that a good thing?
I think so. I think so.
That's another
because the white people come over here, don't it? The white people come to get extensions.
That's another conversation.
Do they not? Got their own people.
I'm just saying, like how I'm talking about market cap.
That's another conversation for another day. Final comments.
One more thing. It's like when you shop around, don't be afraid to shop around, because if somebody's price is not in your budget or not what you want to spend, there's nothing wrong with finding somebody else. Like case point. I had a brunch out to the house for my wedding party. The caterer I initially wanted to use, she was charging $35 a plate. I wasn't paying $35 a plate for breakfast food. It just wasn't finna happen. So I had to find somebody else. So I'm not gonna hate on her price though. Her price was her price. It's just something I wasn't finna pay. So, you know, some black-owned businesses, they're gonna have higher prices. I can't talk about their prices. I'm not paying the shit, you know, but I'm not going to trash you on social media or in public. So that's pretty much all I got to say about that.
But
Because when I set my price is my price for my tax services, my planning, my estate planning.
Mm,
I'm setting that price.
mm,
And it's not gonna be
amazing,
based on somebody else. It's
amazing,
gonna be based on my talent.
Corey,
So
amazing, amazing.
I do want to challenge you because you know the other races will drive 10 extra miles just to go to their stores or shop with their people, and you
I
know what
do
I'm saying,
that
spend more
too.
money. I'm just saying, so you know, I know that you know we on the price and they might, you know, charge a little bit more, but sometimes it's worth it for the overall picture. You know what I'm saying? So
No. What I'm saying is it's like multiple black people offer the same service, right? So I'm still shopping with a black person. I'm just going with the
okay,
person whose price is in. Let me
right,
clarify that a little bit.
okay, gotcha.
All right, final comments for the night, fellas. T.
I already said my piece, bro. Like E say, man. I said what I said, man. You know what
All
I'm talking
right.
about? But go to hustlehardcampaign.com. We got 30% off today. You know what I'm saying? Cause I saw this tweet saying if it ain't 40%, don't be playing with us on Black Friday or whatever. And I'm like, dang man, I'm a small business. I can't, you know what I'm saying? But you know, I raised it up from 20 and I done went up to 30. But that shit getting cut off in an hour. I'm just letting y'all know 12 o'clock, man, it's over with, man. You know what I'm saying? So, but I appreciate
Is
everybody
that
that
Eastern, Central,
hey,
Mountain?
I appreciate everybody that shot with me today. You know what I'm saying? I got them notifications. I appreciate y'all, man, and happy Thanksgiving. We here.
We need to make a shirt for next week. We'll talk about that later. Go
All
ahead.
right.
My final thoughts. Um, I know I be bullshitting on here, like, you know what I'm saying? But as far as black people, man, shit, I really want motherfuckers to start reading. I don't even like to read, but I do, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got to get more financially literate, bro. At the end of the day, if you tired of like living check to check, shit like that, tired of worrying about bills, bro. Y'all got to get y'all shit together. I know, you know what I'm saying. It might sound like I'm passionate about it or whatever. I'm just speaking the real shit. I ain't gonna tell y'all no bullshit. I'm gonna tell y'all what y'all need to do. I don't sell no courses, no nothing. I'm giving y'all what I wish I would have had a motherfucker tell me. You know what I'm saying? To me, I feel like that should be free. I don't feel like black people should sell courses like how they do on the internet and shit like that when you could just learn from motherfucker free. Go peep out Earn Your Leisure on YouTube. Just go check it out, man. They give free game all the time, from real estate to financial freedom, all that type shit, man. Get y'all shit together, man. There's no point in you talking about like, yeah, I got the newest J's on, but you still a slave to the financial aid system and shit like that. There's no point in that shit, bro. Get y'all shit together. Do better, man. Because ain't nobody else finna save you. Ain't no president finna save you.
Don't
Barack
take my
Obama
lines,
can't save
nigga.
you.
Don't
None
take
of
my
that shit.
lines, bro. Don't take my lines,
My
bro. Get
bad,
your
my
own,
bad,
man.
my bad. I had to borrow it for a second. My bad. But I'm just saying, ain't nobody finna give you financial independence until you actually get off your ass and make a change to do this shit. And it comes with business too, man. Just read, man. Just read. That's all.
Bro.
Have a spouse, have a house, man. Know yourself before you jump in a relationship. Make sure you all do a check-in on each other as far as growing and changing and mentally thoughts and emotional transitions and spiritual transitions along the way. Um, just call them check-ins from now on. That way you all can have a happy house and be as one. Let me see. Women trying to change men to get in a relationship. Hey, listen well. If he or she tells you that they are not looking for a relationship at that moment in time, and they constantly tell you that shit, or good book, hey, that is my, hey, I'm sorry, good tea, good, yes, definitely, definitely. But listening to that individual, if they tell you they're not looking for it, hey, they're not looking for it. And if they keep reiterating they're not looking for it, listen to their ass. And if that's not what you're looking for, literally move your ass on from them. It's just that simple. If y'all not on that same page, same book, and you on that relationship, and he or she is not wanting it, hey, find somebody who's looking for their relationship just like you. Simple as that. And to supporting Black business, man, I'm down with supporting them, whether they cutting grass, whether they fixing cars, whether even if they don't have a LLC and they just walking around with a lawnmower. I'm gonna help my Black brother out. If I see a Black man on the side of the road selling some shirts, hey, just depending on the quality looking good, I might throw him that 10 or 15 for him just to support him. Go see your Black barbers. Hey, we got some Black therapists out there too, since that's my field. Hey, go support them. Hey, we need somebody in the culture who understands possibly things that we have maybe been through, have grown through. So definitely find somebody along that line. And hey, and if they customer service is not where it need to be, communicate that. Don't go run to social media. Find a manager, find the owner. Hey, you got T Hearns right there. If your shirt comes smudged to you when you first buy it, you can email that man. You can send that man a direct message, and he'll
Don't
correct
me.
it. It's
Bruh,
just this simple.
I ain't gonna.
Network, spread the word,
Whew.
spread the word. Let's build each other up.
Yeah,
Move on.
that definitely happened before, man. You know, the shirt came out kind of bad, and she bought 3 shirts. It was like a stranger. She bought 3 shirts from me, and like I think 2 of them came out bad. I was like, damn, man, you know. And I was like, well, what's your cash app? I just seen the money right back at a loss to me, but I knew it was more important about the customer service. You know what I'm saying? So she went on Twitter. She was like, "Hey, y'all, please shop with Cuz. He JSU alum, and he stand behind his product. And I love my shirt. And you know, she gave me some real props on Twitter. You know, you got to share it a whole bunch of times. So that's what you got to think about as far as like standing behind your product and customer service, man. And as far as Ashley, definitely grab this Rich Dad Poor Dad book. I think you should start there. It's simple, you know what I'm saying? I think that once you get your mind open from reading this book, then you can graduate to the other books, and you know you will be able to receive it a little better.
Right.
All right, so I'm not going to even touch the first 2 topics because they're self-explanatory. But me and E, we talk about this financial stuff a lot. Me and the bros, we talk about this a lot as far as cryptocurrency, money, finances, debt, stuff like that.
Make my money.
Debt is slavery, man. Debt is slavery. Debt is slavery. Like I just paid off one of my trucks this year, and yeah, I had an immediate weight lifted off my back. I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing it. I refuse to have any of my kids tell anybody that they had to get it out of the mud. Like I'm working to make sure that they are 15 to 20 steps ahead of where I was when I started off, because I started off behind. I started off in the negative. And so everything I'm doing as far as the saving, I had a 52-week savings plan that I had this year, where it gives you a schedule of money that you got to save every week. And I was able to save a substantial amount of money at the end of this year. And I think that I know because of how we are and the money that we don't have, it's very difficult to save. But I think we have to start somewhere. Like we have to start doing something. Support Black businesses, support your homies, support your friends, support your high school classmates you ain't talked to in forever. Support your homegirl. Make sure that you give them exposure. Make sure that you're as loud as you are when they're bad, when they're good. You should be making sure that you're giving them good ratings. Make sure you talk to them when they have bad service, just like Crowley said. And like I said, maybe they're having a bad day, or maybe something they don't know. But I think we're all learning at a different pace, and I think we all can help one another. We all have different skills that we're doing because we're Black people, and we have to be multi-talented. We got a whole bunch of people that do website design, T-shirts, fitness, cryptocurrency, all kinds of stuff. And so you just have to get to networking and learn what these people do. And we have to start leaning on one another just to make sure that we're teaching one another. I think this platform has been perfect in doing that, and just teaching not only each other, but teaching our viewers some things that we've just been talking about and brainstorming. And then maybe they can tell us some stuff too that we don't know. But it's all about learning. It's all about being open, and it's all about making sure that we're improving ourselves just to help one another and those coming behind us. That's it.
Cool.
All I think pretty much everything's been hit on, but one thing that I say is always look to support my black-owned businesses. If you got a service that you need to be done, before you reach out to the other side, look and see if it's a service that's offering your community. You probably got to do some research, you got to do some driving, but it'll be well worth it. With that being said, also don't be afraid to check any references just like you will anybody else. You know, regardless of they're black, you still have to do your research on any and everybody. So that's important. As far as that, I just want people to understand that there's nothing wrong with supporting people. There's nothing wrong with disagreeing. It's all about having healthy dialogue. That's just pretty much what this show is all about.
Niggas don't agree with me 80% of the time, so you know what I'm saying.
90%, 90. Right?
I'm cool with the 90. I'm cool with the 90. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my team, Dino. Shit.
I just want to thank. What you doing, CJB?
Yeah, I'm done.
I just want to thank everybody for coming on tonight, sticking with us. Like I said in the beginning, on anything else.
Owner.
And that's pretty much it. I don't have anything else to say tonight. I would just keep it short and simple. And we will see y'all again next week. Please, if you have any topics you would like for us to discuss, you can send them in, and we will discuss those, or we will try to discuss those, or we vote on them.
Stay masked up, because I know these numbers about to go up. I saw y'all on social media. Y'all wasn't wearing no goddamn mask. I know y'all about to be sicky full. Take care.
All right. And shout out to my all my brothers out there that's being good and faithful men and staying safe. All my Alpha Beta men.
On game.
Hey,
Yeah,
Scooby, shout out to you, man. I got that thing, man. And Darylin, whoever, Darylin, yeah, appreciate that, man. Let's get it.
Man, y'all appreciate y'all for watching.
Be safe. I'm heading to Arkansas tomorrow.
All right.
Now, Swift, you know you
Man,
can.
Swift, they gonna run you out of there.
Right.
Like the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
The police escort in Arkansas.
I'm strapped up. I ain't got no issue.
You know good and well. You
I'm
know
always
good and
Hey,
goddamn well.
Remember, hey, his license and stuff got took last time.